Okay, so today I'm just going to look at the changes that Danny has submitted. Here are the changes that I'm looking at. This was committed 13 days ago, so I'm a bit late to the game. And this is the list of modules that Danny has implemented, and we're going to just integrate them into the new structure of Souvenir, which is a bit of a manual process, I guess. I'm going to start by putting all of this stuff into the question file. And I think the best way to do this, first of all, let's create a new branch. This is Danny's stuff, and we're going to check out the branch. And this will return Souvenir to the previous structure that it had. I'm just going to quickly find that file. It's called question, isn't it? There you go. And I'm just going to copy that file somewhere. And I'm also going to copy this file. So that would be all of this, and then souvenir module.cs. Okay, so now I've taken copies of these files, and now I'm going to go back to my master branch and check that out, and copy those files back over. Now with the question file, I should be able to just copy it here and just overwrite that file. But the changes in the other file are now scattered across multiple files, so I'm going to have to look at them individually. All right, thank you, Taz, for your confirmation that everything's working, and here we go. So first of all, I can delete this file. The other one is souvenir module.cs. Now, as I've explained on my previous stream, but I'm happy to explain it again, is that I've split it up into these separate files based on the first letter of the module name. That way, we don't end up with a single humongous file, and instead it's easier to navigate. But of course, the problem now is that the old file still has all of them in one file, that the one that Danny made changes to. So we're going to have to look through them one by one and find the individual changes and merge them in. So first of all, the constant declarations here and the additions to the dictionary here, they should all be in modules_general. So I'm going to compare this file with modules general, and this should give me, so this is beyond compare. This is a program that I often use to compare two files. And you will see that it notices some similarity between these, and then here we go. So on the right, we have things that we added since Danny made the changes, so obviously these need to stay in. But then here on the left are the things that Danny added, so I'm just going to copy this over by pressing Ctrl-R, and that seems to be not working. Why is there an error? There's a file encoding error. Okay, let's, I'm not quite sure why that is happening, but we can go to line 1728 and find the problem. Okay, it's some Unicode character. I'm just going to remove that character, refresh the page, and now it doesn't say encoding error anymore, and hopefully now, bingo. Now I can just move those pieces over, put that, nope, not that, put that here, put that here, that, ooh, aha, okay, so I need to be careful, because here, stupid slots is in the same place alphabetically as stellar, so we don't want to overwrite stellar. And then in the awake method, we have all of these dictionary entries, so we're going to move those, not move, we're going to copy those over, and that one, and then we're going to have the same issue with stellar in a second. First of all, let's do these, SAM supports, and here it is. So that needs to go here, and then refresh, and that should be it. So that's the dictionary done. Now, the first module alphabetically that Danny did is, I'm just going to use these to find them. So Kanye Encounter is obviously going to be under K. So I'm just going to open the K file here and hope that Beyond Compare helps me out here. It seems to be having some difficulty with finding the similarities. So I'm going to find, hang on, Kanye Encounter is going to be somewhere on the left, and it's right here. Above that is Jumble Psych. Oh, I remember saying on the last stream that there was only one module with K that had Souvenir support, and that was Kudo Sudoku. So I'm actually literally just going to copy these method declarations. I'm going to add a new line in between. Right, and then copy these method declarations literally into this file. So I'm just going to open this file, copy this stuff right here. That would be alphabetically before Kudo Sudoku, and save. So now if I refresh this, okay, it still doesn't really find the similarities because they're pretty far away. I hope that we'll have more luck with the next one, ladders, which is of course modules L. No, it seems that Beyond Compare is just not noticing the similarities. That is unfortunate. Well, let's see where on the left side ladders is. It comes straight after Kudo Sudoku. So once again, it is at the beginning of the L file. So I'm just going to copy this and put it right here at the start of modules L. Okay, so now that I've tried this twice and failed, I'm not going to use Beyond Compare again for the rest because that doesn't seem to help at all. So I'm going to open the file in Notepad and then just find all the places where these are mentioned. So Metamorse is right here. So let's do that. And you know what? Why don't I just open this in Visual Studio and copy it in here? Okay, so we're looking for Metamorse, which would be alphabetically LM right here. So I'm gonna put that there and then collapse it. Okay. So the next piece is name codes. You know, now that I think about it, I should really do this, and then I can copy and paste the code directly from here. I should have thought of that sooner. And then I can close all of this stuff that I have here in Notepad. Okay, so name codes comes before N and M's. So let's just find N and M's. And it's right here. And we put that there. Oh, I forgot about that. I need to remove all the pluses now. Oops. Delete an extra new line and fix the indentation here. This looks good. Yep, that is alphabetically correct. Next, we have Numpath, which is also in the N file. So let's collapse this, and Numpath would be after numbers. So I'm going to put that here and remove all the pluses and auto format. Okay, so that seems to compile. That is pretty cool. And then we have Simon supports. So we're going to go to the S's and collapse everything. There's going to be a lot of Simons here, and supports is apparently the last one alphabetically. So let's put that without the plus signs and this. Okay. Hello Asu, welcome to the stream, and hello Quinn. Thought I'd stop by for a moment. I just remade the glitch button tutorial. Oh, very good. I'm looking forward to watching that. To those of you who don't know, Asu has made a tutorial video on the red button, the yellow button, and the glitched button. Let me know if I missed one. And he is planning to do all of the, the new button modules from the button pack. Hello Short Circuit, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we did Simon support, so let's go back here. The next one is stupid slots, and I think that is the last one. That is indeed the last one. So let's collapse this, find where stupid slot that goes after stellar. So we put this here, remove the pluses, and then do this. Now if I recompile this, it says build failed. Let's see where the problem is. Oh, of course, yes. I overwrote the questions file with Danny's version, which of course means that some of the newer questions are now missing from it. So my plan was to go here in Git extensions and just revert all of the changes that shouldn't be there. So this should not be There should not be a new line there because both of them are 3D maze. This should not be undone. And of course, devilish eggs should not be removed. What is the change here? I changed this to using sprites. I changed this to using the auto-generated sprites. So I'm going to revert that. Game of Life Cruel Colors comes back. And yeah, these are all things where I changed the 4x4 sprites to the auto-generated sprites. And finally, we get to the ones that are actually added. We have Kanye, but then there's also apparently a change to the wording in Kudos. Oh, I see. This is also the answer type grid thing. So I need to be careful here. I'm going to copy this line into the clipboard, and then I'm going to reset these changes. And then I'm going to go here, find the question file, go to Kudo Sudoku, and paste this back in. Because that is a change that I want to keep. So now if I refresh this, okay, I'm surprised that the change that I just made is not showing up. This is correct, however. It says grid, and that is what I want, so I guess I'm okay with this. Okay, I don't want that indentation to be reverted. I do want to keep Maze Seeker, and here is another new one, Metamorse, so we keep that. Oh, I think I realized what I just did. I just undid Danny's changes, didn't I? Okay. You know what, in that case, okay, let me just undo the ones that I really do want to undo, which is all of these. So I messed up the one with the Kanye Encounter, so we're still gonna need to come back to that and fix that. So here, we need to keep Stellar, but we also need to add the stupid slots thing. So I'm gonna go to Stellar Letters. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go to Stupid Slots and put the Stellar thing back in. So this, like that. That seems to be fine. Now if I refresh this, there we go. We have the addition from Danny. I want to revert that. And I'm pretty sure I want to revert all of this. What was the change here in Zony words? Oh, okay, I just added an extra example so that it's not 5, but 6. Okay, so the mistake that I made will cause another compiler error, so I can just compile. So I messed up Kanye Encounter, Keypad Magnified, and Ladder. So let's put those back in from Danny's original change. Kanye Encounter and Keypad, this goes directly above Kudo Sudoku, so I'm going to put that here. Remove the plus signs from the diff, and we're good to go. And then these errors should disappear in time. Ladders, okay, there is an extra new line here, not sure why that is, but ladders is definitely one that's missing, so we're gonna need to go to here and find these questions. There you go, and we're gonna add these right here with the pluses removed. Delete that new line, recompile. And we still have a build failure. And it's not showing me the errors. Oh, there it is. Okay, that is just one single thing. I see. So we need this to say format arguments. And we need this to say correct answers. And we need this to say preferred wrong answers. There you go. And then that should compile. Okay, so the reason this fails is because, right, so the reason this happened, this error that you see here, is because I've made it so that it tries to copy the souvenir lib.dll, the DLL file that Visual Studio compiles, directly into my mods folder. But I don't currently have Souvenir in my mods folder. You can see I played with the bunch of buttons pack that was recently published, and I playtested a module for someone, so that is in my mods folder right now. So I'm going to recompile Souvenir right now from Unity, and that will recreate this folder. Let me also make sure that I'm not actually subscribed to Souvenir on the workshop. I do need to unsubscribe from that. I actually need to turn off the tweaks feature that automatically subscribes me to things, because it will subscribe me to this as well. And I need to, you know, to make sure that I don't forget to do this later, I'm going to do that now. Okay, I did receive a ping. Okay, that is just an announcement on Ash's Discord server. I can look at that later. Okay, so we're going to go to the tweak settings, which are here, and turn off the option that subscribes me automatically. Where was the option? It's somewhere. There we go, subscribe to new mods. I'm going to turn that off quickly and then quit the game. And I'm going to bet that if I refresh this page, okay, it did not subscribe me to this time. Okay, maybe it automatically avoids doing that when it's... No, it can't, because it's been in there the whole time and it did subscribe. Okay, whatever. We're now in the situation that we want to be, so now I'm going to look through Danny's code. Okay, so let's start with the Kanye Encounter, which is the alphabetically first one. Here we go. So we're looking at a solved thing, FLD foods available, that gets a field. I'm going to change this to var. For each food name, corn inedible, change it to corn. Okay, I guess that is a weirdness about how the module is implemented. And then we increment the counter. I'm gonna change these to var. And selected food names. This is perfect. This is absolutely well written. So you will notice that it gets the foods available from the field that we got up here. It specifies that we expect there to be exactly 3, so that Souvenir will produce a proper and correct error message, a helpful and informative error message when it's not. Selected food names. So we use the selected foods, which I assume is an array of indexes, right? The integers are probably indexes into the food names array. So this is what that does. All right, so this looks completely correct. Now let me quickly look at this. And indeed, it lists all of the ingredients right here. This is cool. Okay, so that's the Kanye Encounter. Let's go to Keypad Magnified next, which is this one. Let's change that to var again. And this is reasonably nice and simple. I did not mean to do that. I meant to change this to var. Can I please change this to var? It's not letting me change this to var. You know what oh, I see why. It's because you need to put that in front. Okay, so that will help. Okay, so the question for this one is for a position of a button. What was the position of the LED? Ah, I see. Yeah, and it's just one of those. This is perfectly good, perfectly correct, perfectly easy and simple. The next one is ladders, if I remember correctly. Yep, that is ladders. So let's take a look at ladders. I have no idea how that module works. Okay, so we have an array of arrays, apparently. Okay, and we get this here. So we expect there to be 3 arrays, and we get the middle one. And we find, okay, so this is an integer. We just get an integer there. I'm just quickly gonna change this to var, because I wanna. And this as well. I meant to type new. There you go. Okay. This looks totally fine. So this will just, it uses .distinct, right? Okay. So the correct answer is, yeah, these are distinct color names. And then, right, so the colors that were in stage 2 are these, and the colors missing in stage 3. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see, it's just one color. This is presumably a single index into this array. Very good, okay. This looks perfectly cool. We have Metamorse. Again, I don't believe I've played this module before, so let's take a quick look. That also looks nice and simple and quick and easy. Yeah, we just get a character. Yeah, I can see at a glance that is perfectly fine. Name codes. It's probably going to be similar. Let's just change these to var. Okay, we have the left index, the right index. This is not checking for bounds, as in for, you know, a minimum and maximum value, but yeah, so it looks like, oh, I see. Well, it's already using this, so if if it's a different value than this, then it won't generate a question anyway. So I guess we can live with that. Right, this example format argument things needs to go with a group size. I need to pay attention to that. I hope I didn't miss that in the other ones. I don't think I did. Actually, I didn't actually look at the questions today. I'm gonna go through them after this. All right, Numpath. Let's take a quick look at that. Yield return null. Okay, I'm not quite sure why there is a yield return null. The Souvenir module handler already automatically waits for 1 frame after the start method. So it is already running after start. I'm going to remove this yield return, and then, you know, we're going to test all of these modules, and if that was wrong, then I guess we'll find out in testing. Okay, use var and indent this. Okay, that looks perfectly good. I guess I can look at this here. Okay, there are no format arguments here. I need to make sure that this one here, since it doesn't specify answers here. Oh, wait. Oh, I see, it uses an answer generator. I missed that. Very good. Okay, this is absolutely fine. All right, let's go back to this. And Simon supports, I believe, is the second last one. Stupid slots comes after. So here, so once again, I'm just going to use var on all of these. Okay, chosen topics. Yeah, okay, that needs that. Okay, so traits is an index, an array of indexes that we use to index into these names, and that will give us the traits. And yeah, okay, everything is perfectly good. And it provides these preferred wrong answers. So, and it also provides the answers here, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, this is missing the group size. Okay. So we've dealt with that. And then finally, stupid slots. Whoops. I meant to copy that, sorry. Let's go here. Let's change that to var. Let's change that to var. No. And then finally that. Okay. Yeah, this looks perfectly fine. Let's take a look at this. This uses an answer generator, so this is fine. The format arguments need a group size. 1 is correct. And then finally, let me go through the questions for the ones that I didn't look at. I believe name codes is where I started. Yep, this is where I added the first one. So before that, Metamorse, I didn't look at this one, but this looks fine. It uses an answer generator. This is perfectly good. And ladders. Let's find ladders here. Sorry, ladders. There we go. No format arguments on this one. That's fine. I think I'm gonna put this in one line. Like even ones where the list is pretty long, I still put them on the right, because you never really need to read the whole list. You just need to know that there is a list, so it doesn't matter if it runs off the right side of the screen. And then finally, we were looking at Keypad Magnified and Kanye Encounter. Okay, this one is totally fine, doesn't use any format arguments, and neither does this one. So we're good. Good. Everything's good. Okay, so now we need to actually test all of these. So I'm going to just quickly compile this again in Unity. You know, on second thought, I didn't need to do that, because, you know, the fact that I'm compiling this DLL in Visual Studio now means that it copies the DLL directly into here, so it was up to date. All right, well, let's just run this and take a look at what you guys have to say. Nothing, that is fine. It's fine, I'm just here on my own. No worries. Okay, so this is the list of modules. So we need one Souvenir, and I'm going to use front only on this. One Kanye Encounter, nope. The Kanye, yep, that's the one. Then we have Keypad Magnified. Ladders, Metamorse. Name codes. This actually gives me an opportunity to see some of these new modules that I've never played before. I'm sure some of them have some really cool ideas in them, because this is a pretty creative community with pretty good ideas in general. Okay, I have always depended on the something of... Ooh, this is almost not scrambled at all. You just swap those two and you get the backwards N with a thing on top. Alright, let's take a look at the log file. Here it is. So first of all, the Kanye Encounter. Okay, this is not directly telling me what to press. Egg, I see, I need to press egg. Thank you for the offering. And it's solved. Alright, cool. And it just completely disappears. That is a very weird module. Keypad Magnified. Okay, we know this. The correct grid is grid 7. The correct symbol order, 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay. So 2, 4, 3, 1. Okay, that scrambles itself up and then fixes itself again. Then we have ladders. Okay, I have no idea how ladders work. I suspect that I need to activate the module. Where is it? Which one? Oh, this one. Alright, so I probably have to cut some of these rungs. So let's see if the log file analyzer tells us something now after we've activated it. Stage 1, the valid patterns in the table are those. The module will choose orange, yellow, green to be the pattern that is shown in the ladder. The display sequence of colors is this. So which ones do I need to cut? Do I need to cut those 3? Orange, yellow, green in that order? That didn't give me a strike. So, okay, now I get a strike. Alright. I guess I need to actually learn the module then. That is fine. You broke rung 687, that was incorrect. It still doesn't tell me what would have been correct. This is frustrating. Maybe that logging needs a bit of... you know what, I'm gonna write this down. Ladders, logging doesn't include the answer. I'm going to report that to the author. Unless the author is present. Who actually made this module? Ladders, it's Danny's own module. Now that I think about it, they're probably all Danny's modules. So I'm gonna have to mention it to Danny. Okay, this module will contain 3 ladders. Underneath this panel, press the round submit button to start the module. Select a rung to break it. For each stage, break the correct rungs on the stage's ladder and press the button to submit. Okay, blah blah blah. The colors of the rungs do not change upon a strike. The order in which the rungs are broken only matches on stage 3. Okay, the module's colors and abbreviations are RoyGBiv. Gotcha. Cyan. Okay, it's not RoyGBiv. Yeah, okay. You can't really see the underline on the G because G has a descender. Alright, color sequencing. Each cell in the table below represents a color sequence for 3 adjacent rungs that can be read either upwards or downwards. Well, this tells me what table I'm looking at, or rather what the patterns are. The module will choose orange, yellow, green. So orange, yellow, green is the one that we care about. But what do I need to do with that? I think I get it. What I did was I pressed orange, yellow, green. But I need to press orange, yellow, green like this. Yes. Okay, they need to be in order. They can be bottom to top, but not out of order. Okay, so stage 2. The color representing 1 will be yellow, the color representing 0 will be orange, and the separator will be cyan. Indeed, the entire ladder consists only of those 3 colors. 89. After the separator modification, the value to submit is 200. The displayed sequence of colors. Okay, so do I need to cut those 3 rungs in this sequence? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. So maybe not. But it says that cyan is the separator. So I'm gonna assume that orange, yellow, and then the next. So let's try that. I'm gonna do this, and then orange yellow, and then this yellow. And that was correct. Haha, I'm just guessing how the module works from incomplete logging. Right, ladders. The ladder colors are these, which leaves gray as the missing color. The chosen word is rebuild, so the breaking order is yellow, cyan, orange. So, yellow, cyan, orange, green, purple, blue, red. Ah, fuck. Okay. Do I need to start over? No, fortunately not. Okay. Yellow, cyan, and then orange. Then we have green, purple, blue, red. Green, purple, blue, red. Okay. Perfect. Next module, Metamorse. The transmitted sequence is EVFA. The Morse character obtained from the sequence is P. The only valid letter is F. Okay. Which one of these is Metamorse? Is it this one? Yes, it is this one. Okay, so I guess F. I like the visuals on that. Interesting. It asked me about that module immediately after I solved it. Maybe we should take a look at that, because ideally that shouldn't happen. Okay. Name codes is next. I believe this one is actually a Finder module. I'm gonna check that because I'm curious. What's it called? Name codes. Name codes. Oh, it's Danny. I was thinking of name changer. This is what I was thinking of. That is a Finder module. Okay. So name codes. What does name codes? Oh, I remember this. I tried to manual challenge this. Alright. Anyway, your chosen string is this. You are starting at position 22. Your left-right indices. Your solution digit is 1. So I think it doesn't matter what I submit as long as the last digit of the timer is a 1. And that was correct. Okay, then we have Numpath, which is this one. What do we do here? The display bears a yellow 7. The numbers you must submit are 1, 8, and 2. Let's see if I can do that. There's nothing on the buttons. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Numpath and see what the manual looks like. It feels like it's gonna be a maze. Aha! Take each serial number digit in order, 0, 8, 2. If any of these are 0, interpret them as 1. Okay, 1, 8, 2. Use the color of the displayed number, which is yellow. So we're in this grid. Begin in the cell whose number is on the display, that's a 7. And navigate to each of these digits using the directional buttons. Okay, so 1, 8, 2. I see, so we need to go up 2. And then to the 8, so we go... Do I go down, down, left, or left, down, down? I guess... Okay, maybe I have the choice there. And then I go up 2, and that's it. Okay. Alright, that was Numpath. Where's my log file? We have Simon supports. Hello, welcome to what? Simon, blah blah. You yourself agree with topics 2 and 3. Let's see if there is an obvious way to put that in. So do I press... Oh, I can't... Oops, I can't press any of these. Okay. This is the only selectable. So, I see, there is a flashing sequence consisting of 3 flashes, so I need to press the second and the third. I think. Yeah, let's try that. Okay. So run this. Run it again. Right. Okay. Right. Let's read the manual then. Simon supports. I hope you're enjoying watching me like stumble through this without actually knowing how the modules work. Right, a series of 5 LEDs surrounding a large square projection screen. The LEDs will represent colors of 5 of your fellow co-workers who all happen to be named Simon. Okay. The projector screen will show a sequence of 3 descriptors for a new module. Whoops. Does it? I don't see anything there. Followed by a brief intermission. However, your co-workers are all playing a sick joke on you and thus you are unable to see the... Okay. To disarm the module correctly, offer your accurate opinions on each topic being presented. No, I just realized that the strike may have reset the module. So, Okay, it doesn't seem to have generated a new puzzle, but it struck me very quickly before I was able to press the button. But let's read on. To do something more correctly, offer your blah. To do this, press the projector screen when a topic you agree with is being shown to second your agreeing coworkers. Your answer will submit at the end of the sequence. Well, no, it didn't. It struck me earlier. If you agree with none of the topics, press the screen during the intermission. Okay. Since the projector cannot be seen, the topics shown must be inferred from the reactions of your coworkers. Ah, okay. So I agree with topics 2 and 3. Let's see. Orange agrees with the first flash, and it says topic 1. White is also only the first flash. So I claim that the flashes are in order, and blue agrees only with topic 3. Yeah. Okay. So I think I need to press the screen on the second and the third flash. This one and this one. Okay. Perfect. I like that applause. That's really cool. Okay. So I figured that out. Then we have stupid slots. The starting value is 1, 2, 2. The arrow value is in reading order. Blah, blah. The number second digit number must be divisible. Okay. The number's second digit must be 2 or 7, and then the number must be divisible by 1 or 6. And the third digit of the number must be one of the following. Okay, wow. So let's see if I can construct a number that satisfies these conditions. So if the second digit let's say the second digit is a 2, and the third digit could be a 2, but now it's not divisible by 6. Let's see, 27, 29, and 26, they are all not divisible by 6. So let's try 7. 79 is not divisible by 6. 77, 72, this is 60 plus 12, so 0, 7, 2 should work. Alright, now, 31, 40, so this is plus 9. And this is 0 apparently. From 40 to 27 means it went minus 13. So if I do another minus 13, you know, I'm just gonna go close to 72. Okay, so 75. This one does minus 4. Okay, minus 4. This is a 0. This is plus 2. So with 4 and 2, I will never get to 72. That was plus 9, which means that this should take me to 72. Bingo. So I should be able to submit that. I love that. That is amazing. That is really cool. Okay, so we've done all of the modules. What was the extracted letter in Metamorse? Well, extracted letter, I'm gonna assume is Papa. Apparently that is the case. Which color was present on the second ladder? Well, the second ladder consisted of this binary sequence, which consisted of cyan, orange, and yellow. So cyan, orange, and yellow. Yep, orange is the only one. So that works well. The color of the number on Numpath, that was yellow. I actually remember that. The second topic in Simon Supports was... What was the second topic? Oh, I see. Topics on the agenda. Ah, okay, so the second topic is faulty. Nice. What was the value of the top left? Ooh, this should not be capitalized. And also there is a question mark missing. So stupid slots. Top left not capitalized. Missing question mark. Okay, what was the value of the top left arrow? Oh, the top left arrow was plus 9. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so plus 9. There you go. What was the position of the LED in Keypad Magnified? That was bottom left. I remember that. Yes. What was a food item displayed in the last successful round of Kanye Encounter? I'm going to change this to say what was a food item displayed, but not the right answer. Because I like those kinds of questions. And if I remember correctly, I believe this one was shown, but I'm gonna quickly check that. Yep, I remembered correctly. There we go. And finally, name codes. What was the left index? Okay, 3 and 5, so 3. Perfect. Okay, so we did get that, we did get that, we did get that. Also, we don't have a triangle, so that's a good sign. We did have that, we did have that, we did have that. We actually had every module. So everything is fine except for the Simon supports thing. So, no, I meant stupid slots is what I meant. Okay, so first of all, this should be a question mark. These should be lowercase. And this should be lowercase. There you go. Okay, and that should fix that, and we're done. Okay, so we've now done all of the things that Danny has contributed. Thank you very much, Danny. That is some really cool stuff. So now I'm going to formulate a bug report. Hi, Danny. While trying to test your Souvenir support for ladders, I found that the logging doesn't quite mention the correct answer. So hang on, I think it mentioned the correct answer for stages 2 and 3, didn't it? Yeah, this is the breaking order, this is fine. And in stage 2, I guess if you know the module, you know that this is the binary, and I figured it out even without knowing the module. But this one here, you know what? This actually should also be fine. Orange, yellow, green is in this order, that one, and then the 2 before it. So actually, if you know the module, then this is fine. So I'm no longer going to report that, because it's not actually a problem. The entire number must be divisible by 1 or 6. Oh, I see. Really? Is that what it said? Oh. Okay. I just took the 6 and I just completely ignored the 1. Thank you, SU. But I got a right answer anyway. Yeah, you are completely right. It could have been completely ignored. It also says last successful run, which is redundant because there's only one successful run. Yes, I know, but there are several other modules where, oh, wait a second, we actually added this paragraph to the module at some point. If a module reset itself during a strike, the question about it is assumed to refer only to successful runs or stages. So yes, you are correct, we can totally remove that. So last successful round can just go this. What was a food item displayed in Kanye Encounter? Last run, last stage, last success. Okay, no other questions seem to mention that. Okay, so with that done, we can now make a git commit. So this, oh yeah, I should probably make absolutely sure that I've recompiled this so that the DLL is up to date. So here are new things. Here we have Kanye Encounter and Keypad Magnified, ladders, Metamorse, name codes, Numpath, Simon support, stupid slots, and of course the questions. Okay, all of them. Perfect. All right. Contributions by Danny. Let's go back to, oh yeah, let's go back to this. Actually, I have the list here, don't I? Let's do that. Manual merge of pull request submitted before the grade restructuring. Okay, let's commit and push that. Alright, so how many people are watching? Do any of you want me to spin the wheel and see what modules I want to add next? Maybe some of you want to suggest a new module to be added to the wheel. Here is the wheel, by the way. That is not the full wheel because I actually added the yellow button, glitch button, purple button, green button, pink button, cyan button, blue button, and brown button to the list, which means that this is our new wheel. Oh, we don't want an empty entry there. Alright, so that means that 1/4 of the wheel is full of these buttons, which means there's a 1 in 4 chance we get one of those buttons. If you want your module or your favorite module on the wheel as well, then please let me know. Give me suggestions of what else could be on the wheel. So now let's spin the wheel and see what happens. Wasn't supposed already added support already added for not the bulb? Let's find out. Not the bulb. Yeah, no, it's not the button. Not the bulb, it does not have support. And our wheel landed on ingredients. Let's quickly check if ingredients that's bartending. So no, the ingredients module does not have souvenir supports yet. Alright, let's take a look at ingredients. So here's how the module works, briefly. We have these 4 buttons. I believe they're always in the same place, so this is not askable. But the scrolling screen on the bottom lists a certain number of ingredients. And as I say this, I just remembered that I was going to change the Kanye Encounter so that it asks what was a food item displayed, but not the answer, not the solution. Let's call it answer. Okay, so let's see this. So in order to know what the correct answer was, I need to actually look at the source for Kanye Encounter. So I'm just quickly going to take a look. And I really, really hope that this is some proper code. Okay, it is not. Okay, well, some of it is. What the hell? Why do people do this? Food truck, no. I would expect that to be an integer, but I guess it doesn't mean what it says it means. Valid. Okay. You know what? I can't be bothered to figure this out. If any of you want to submit a pull request for this, then feel free, but actually it's not that important. So we're just gonna leave it like this. What was a food item displayed in Kanye Encounter? Okay, so back to this, we have ingredients. Okay, so we have some ingredients that are listed on the module, and some of them will be used in the recipe. So I'm going to ask, let's see what the suggestion here is. Souvenir could ask which ingredients were on the list, as well as which ingredients were and weren't used in the final dish. Yes. So I'm going to ask 2 possible questions. Either which of the following ingredients was used, and which of the following ingredients was listed but not used. So let's start by formulating the question. MN interpunct ingredients further up after infinite. There you go. Ingredients. Ingredients, non-ingredients. Haha. Souvenir question. Alright. Which ingredient was part of the recipe, or was used, let's say, was used in ingredients? Answer layout. Let's see, I think 2 columns, 4 answers will be fine. And let's go to the source code for ingredients to get a full list of the ingredients. Let's see, ingredient script is right here. And the list of ingredients, right, it's not declared as a string array. Let's see if there is a public, okay, initial ingredients list. Let's see where that gets its information from. Current ingredients list that. Fake ingredients, where does it get the ingredients from? Oh, I see, it actually gets them from other recipes. Eliminate any ingredients that will complete another dish. Ah, yes. Ingredients pool. That's where we have the ingredients. There we go. New hash set. Ingredients enumerable. enum.getVal is type of ingredient. Okay, so it's an enum. So we should be able to find that right here. Let's see what other CS file recipe information. Does that contain the enum type? Yes, it does. Bingo. Here are the ingredients. We found them, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to change this to that. Okay. So let's also change this to that. And then, okay, let's change that. Okay, this looks correct. We need a double quote at the start and end. And this is our full list of ingredients. So now we can just place that here and be done. Now for the non-ingredients, we're going to say which ingredient was listed but not used. And it's going to have the same list of possible answers. Alright, now we go to modules I. Can I collapse this? Thank you. Ingredients goes after infinite loop. Private enumerable object, process ingredients, KMBOM module. Okay, and I'm just going to copy this line from any other handler and change this to the name of the script file, which is ingredients script. Sorry, not the file, the class declaration. And then let's see what we need. So we have this list of ingredients. This is initial ingredients list. This is probably the one that we want because the current ingredients list is probably, it probably gets changed every time that you use an ingredient. It gets removed from the current ingredients list. So the initial ingredients list is decided on here. This is presumably in start, yes. And then here, the current ingredients list is reset to the initial list when the reset button is pressed. So this is definitely the list that we want. So var initial ingredients equals, we want to get a field that is an array of, because this is an enum type that we don't have access to, I'm going to use the abstract array type. The target object is the component, the name is that, and is it public? It is not. So we're gonna get the array that this refers to, and let's see if there is a specific number of, let's see, selected recipe. Now that one may or may not have, I see, okay. So if the selected recipe, yeah, okay, so it tries to decide at random how many fake ingredients to add. So the list of ingredients is going to be of varied length. So I'm not going to check for that here. I'm just gonna do this. This will at least check that the array is not null. Actually, I guess I do want to check that it is at least 4. Because if it's fewer than 4, then... Actually, no, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We always have enough wrong answers to choose from the list of ingredients. So yeah, so we don't actually need, if the length turned out to be 0, then it will complain anyway because I would be providing an empty list of correct answers is what I meant. Okay, so we need to know when the module is solved. So we probably have a Boolean for that, I hope. Is solved, perfect, and it's not public. So we're going to get the field, and it's a Boolean, it's part of the component, it's called this, and then while that gives us false, we're going to wait for 1/10 of a second, and then we're going to increment the module solve count for this module. The key is, I haven't actually declared this yet. So let's actually go here, go to the top, infinite loop was before it, so const string ingredients. Now this needs to be the module type, so I'm quickly going to head over here and look at the prefab for ingredients and search for module type, and we have this. You can also get this information from the repository, by the way. If you click on module ID here, this is what that is. That is not where I meant to click, there you go. And so I'm going to put that here, and then of course here we're going to add ingredients, process ingredients, there you go. And then back to here. So now that the module is solved, we can obtain, well, we've got our initial ingredients list. I think once it's solved, I should be able to look at the current ingredient list, and that will tell me which ones were not used. Right, I'm gonna assume that this list, let's see when this gets modified. Right here. Oh. I see. Okay, so the ingredient here, and then we remove that here. Yep, so that list shrinks. And here we just get the count. And this is when you press reset. Update display. Okay, we only read from it here. There's no changes made here. There's no changes made here or here or here or here. Bingo. So that list remains intact after solve, which means, excuse me, quick cough, which means that we can obtain the remaining, or the unused, let's call it unused ingredients, and that is going to be a list. So I'm going to use this interface for that. So this is, yep, and it's called current ingredients list. There you go. And now we just need to add those questions for the module. The first question is ingredients for ingredients. And the format arguments, no, we do not need any format arguments. We're just asking what ingredients were actually used. So the correct answers are all of the ingredients in initial ingredients, ingredients, except for the ones that were unused. That gives us the used ones. Okay, so it's not letting me use except because, oh, system.link is right here. Hang on. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, so since this is the abstract array, I'm going to cast this to object and then take each of these enum values and turn them into strings. Whoops, like that. And now I will have an array of strings. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And now they are both lists of strings. Okay, so I'm going to use this except for the unused ones. That will give me the used ones. And the preferred wrong answers should be the ones that were actually unused. So unused ingredients. So that was the first question. And then the second question that I want to make is non-ingredients. Indigo cipher, come on, ingredients. So here, the correct answers are the unused ingredients, obviously, and the preferred wrong answers are the used ones, which are these. Okay, so I'm going to call this used ingredients, var used ingredients, and then just say preferred wrong answers, used ingredients. There you go. Okay. It will still be able to use all of the wrong answers as wrong answers, all of the answers that we've listed here. It's just that it will treat these with statistical preferentialness, so they will come up a bit more often. All right, I believe that we're done with ingredients, so I'm going to... I forgot to add the... So first of all, let's remove this. I don't need this file anymore. I forgot to add all of the KTANE modules to this list, which is my list of modules that will be added with the next time I update Souvenir on the workshop. As you can see, it's been quite a list, so maybe I should actually do the update today. And the only reason I've been holding it off earlier is because Xenochrist and puzzle identification had an issue with them, which was not an issue with the module. It was me not quite knowing how to deal with the modules. And those two, I did the thing with the automatic generation of sprites, so I needed to delay that. But after we did that, everything else worked fine. I can delete this now. And I can delete ingredients from this list now. Okay, so I think we've done a fair amount of work today. Would you guys like me to spin the wheel again? Or shall we call it a day here? I remember you messing around with Notebob at some point, thought it was for Souvenir. You're right, I have some vague memories of that too, but if it's not listed in here, not the bulb, then it just doesn't have support. It's possible that it had support and we removed it because maybe it was broken, but I don't know. Okay, so how about this? I'm going to spin the wheel. But, I'm going to veto some. So, for example, I'm not going to do the blue button because that is going to take an extraordinary amount of time. By the way, Bagel, since you're here in the chat, I just noticed the brown button on the wheel. I pinged you on a bug report that someone else submitted for the brown button. Did you see that? And if so, yeah, let me know. So maybe, maybe I shouldn't do Souvenir support for brown button while we have a pending bug report. So, I'm gonna veto that as well. All right, cool. So let's spin the wheel. I wonder if you guys can actually hear the sound of the wheel. Not X01, that is, okay, hang on. I should spin the wheel again and see, okay, yeah, the sound is transmitting, that is good. So I'm going to veto not X01 because that's quite extensive, and we have small circle. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with that one. I'm not really familiar with not X01 either, really. Oh, I remember that, right? So the questions would be something like, the question would be which color made the different sound and by how much did it move? Color used in the table, the number the sequence shifted by, or the solution. Okay, I'm going to defer this until another time when I'm maybe more familiar with the module. We have the brown button. I'm going to veto that. The pink button. Okay, this is definitely doable. The pink button flashes a sequence of 4 colors and 4 words. So all we need to do is just get the list of words and colors and then ask what they were. So this is what I'm going to do. The pink button. So EINOPQR. There we go. Pink button. Okay, this needs to be the module ID in the prefab. So let's quickly go, you know what? Yeah, actually, I'm still gonna do this. I mean, I could have just looked at the local file that I have, but, why not pink. There it is. Why not do it the way that you would do it so you can see how it's done? All right, pink button module, capitals, and the word module. This is fine. And then let's find pixel cipher, which is here, and put pink button above it, process pink button, copy that, go to pixel cipher, and put, well, let's just do this. In fact, let's just copy that. Call this pink button, call this pink button script is the name of the class. There we go. Okay, so the pink button has a list of words and a list of colors, which are all indexes into these. So I'm going to obtain all of these. So the words are underscore words. So let's see, get field. This is an array field of integers. Yes, it is integers. Coming from conf, it is called words. It is not public. I'm going to get this. The expected length should be 4. And I expect each value, yeah, validator. Okay, so each value I expect to be between 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So v less than 0 or v greater than 7. Expected range 0 to 7, else null. And then we do the same thing with the colors, which are also expected length 4 and also have the exact same range. All right, and then we also need the module solve, which I think is this. So we're just gonna get solved equals get field of boolean. There's that. And then while, that is actually a field that I'm getting, so I'm gonna call it that. So while that is false, we're gonna wait for 0.1 seconds. And when we're done with that, yeah, I think I also need to, not need to, but I would like to obtain these 2 arrays because I'm going to index into them. So these, so var, yeah, I'm just going to call them this, abbreviated color names. So let's do this, equals get static field from the, oh, hang on, it's of type string array. Get it from the type of conf, because it's static, we need to pass the type rather than the object. And then the name is this. And it is public? No, it is absolutely not public, and we're just gonna get this. Okay, and then these values are gonna go on the question attribute, which we'll get to in a second. Do the same with this. So var color names is equal to that with this name. And now, yeah, we should be good. We can test that the length here, right, we want, if the length is not equal to 8, then expected length 8, else null. Okay, so we do this and this. And now we are going to add questions. Module. Okay, so the first question is, question dot. Okay, so we are going to formulate a question. So I'm going to go to pixel cipher because that's in the right place in the file, and then pink button words. But actually, I suppose, yeah, words and colors. I can put that into one single question and use a format argument to vary the question. So what was the nth word or color in this? This is pink button, and it has a the. Okay. And now I realize that the words and the colors use different strings. So actually I need to separate those out into word and color. So this is just colors and words. And then here, the answer layout should be 2 columns, 4 answers. I'm going to put that on both. And then after that, we get the all answers thing. So the words are first, which are these. So let's get rid of that and put that here. And then here, let's get rid of that comma. We're gonna use these. Okay. Now, in addition to adding the, we also need the format argument. Nope, example format argument. So the first word, the second word, the third word, or the fourth word. And group size equals 1. So this is the same as this. And hopefully that compiles. Well, it doesn't because I haven't finished writing this here. So pink button words. Right, so I asked what was the word. So I need a loop. I need to loop over all 4 possibilities. So I'm going to say enumerable range 0, 4, select, so for each index, actually I'm going to say select many, and we're going to make 2 questions for each. Can I use this? Yes, I can. Okay. So I'm going to make an array out of 2 elements. The first one is pink button words, where the module key, of course, is pink button, and the okay, so format arguments wants to be the ordinal number of index plus 1. Okay, awesome. The correct answer for that specific slot, so this is the word, so we're looking at the abbreviated color names, which is really the word names, at words at index. And then the preferred wrong answers, yeah, it's not important. Because there are only 8 possible answers, so it's not going to make a difference. Okay, so then we can close all of these parentheses. This becomes big pink button colors. Then here we say color names of colors. No, colors. There you go. Okay. So with that, I've done ingredients and the pink button. So I'm going to compile this. Well, I don't need to compile this. I'm just going to run the game, and I'm going to test both of those. So let's get our log file analyzer ready. I can close this. The pink button, I suppose I can actually solve. I mean, I need to input it correctly, so it's, most of the challenge is not solvable easily by looking at the log. Pink button, yep, and ingredients. Let's do that.
All available experts, please
Go
report to
ahead,
room
save my
A9.
bomb. Okay, so ingredients, I'm pretty sure has good logging. I think. So the selected dish is this, which means that we need grapes. Okay, there's grapes. Sea bass. Oh, I noticed that the... Oh, I was about to say this doesn't list the fake ingredients, but it does. It calls them red herrings, which is fine. Zucchini, chanterelle, and parsley. Okay, that leaves us only with cloves and black trumpet. Those are the two fakes. Alright, so I need to fire on 7. Oh, no, on 4. Why did I say 7? I meant 4. I assume that's the last digit of the timer. Okay. And now we need the pink button. So the pink button gives me this sequence here, which I need to input. And in order to do that, I'm going to put my notepad here, make this big, change all of the holes to this, all of the releases to this, and all of the T's. So this is just a notation that I have gotten myself used to. I believe that this is a hold and release still. So I'm going to put this close to the button and then make this always on top, like this. And here we go. Hold and then wait for go, and then release and hold, wait for go, and then release, wait for go, and then hold, wait for go, release, hold, wait for go, and then release, wait for a go, then tap and wait for a go, and then hold, wait for a go,
Emergency
let go and
all personnel,
hold again,
please return to your station.
and this. There we go. Congratulations. Awesome. Which ingredient was used? Well, I think we used grapes, and you can see that cloves, which was one of the red herrings, appeared here. So I think grapes is the right answer. Aha, the pink button has a problem. Okay, so let's load that log file again, take a look at the filtered log, and let's also close the game. Right, Souvenir, abandoning pink button because you forgot to... I keep forgetting that. I was so proud of myself that I thought of it in ingredients. So let's increment this pink button, there we go, and then just run this again. And just quickly test only pink button this time. Hello, Mario Extern. Puzzle hunt begun. Yes, I am aware. I'm going to be there in a minute. Yes, thank you, Bagels. I did forget to ink save. I'm quickly going to test the pink button, and then I will join the puzzle hunt. So let's remove ingredients, do this, and I'm gonna have to do this
all
again.
Experts, please
So
report
let's...
to room A9.
Come on, there we go, pink button, let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's change all of the T's to that, all of the H's to that, and all of the R's to that. And then that, and that. F12 and here. Okay, let's go. Are we ready? Hold, go, release. Go, tap, and then hold. Go, release. Go, tap, and then hold. Go, release, tap, and then go, and then hold. Go, release, and another go, and then another tap. What was the second word? Okay, so the second word would have been white. Let's see if that's correct. Yes. Awesome. I'm fairly convinced that that is working. So I'm going to update the manual now, I guess. Let's see, which of these? So I did ingredients, which I didn't actually add to this list, did I? Ingredients and the pink button. So we need to remove the pink button from here. And now I need to do the manual for every module that Danny added, which is all of these. Let me quickly check that Stellar is there. Stellar is not there, right. This is because if I go to KTANE content, I actually have a Souvenir branch here. So I'm going to check out this branch and then rebase that branch on the most up-to-date commit from the main branch. And it turns out there is a conflict. So let's actually take a look at this. Yeah, solve conflicts is what I need to press. Okay. And it's in the HTML file, obviously. Yep, we expected that. So let's see where the conflict is. There's been quite a lot of changes. I bet this is not the... Oh, yeah. Okay, so there are 2 blocks where things have happened. Okay, so I'm going to abort this. And I'm going to look at the changes that the Souvenir manual has undergone in the meantime. Let's see if I can find it at a glance. If I miss it and you find it, then let me know. Okay, I did not find it. Let's see if Control F finds it. I can just type, can't I? There we go. Okay, so that is also not there. So that means I'm going to have to use git blame. So I want to know. So the first of these occurrences happened in line 227. Let me just quickly check. I don't know which of the 2 changes is in that line. So this is the change that I was trying to apply. That is quite a lot of changes. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yes, okay. So I can look at line 226 in the new version. All right, let's run the git blame. Let's go here and git blame souvenir.html. And then let's scroll forward to line 226 or 227. I hope that these are the line numbers. And it seems, bingo, there was a change on the 28th, and this is the ID of the change. Close this. And I guess now I'm just going to, can I press Control F? Doesn't let me just, oh, I see. Can I just do this? Aha. No. This is, oh, I am an idiot. I am actually on the Souvenir branch. I need to go to the main branch, the master branch. This is where I want to run the git blame to find out what changes happened. So again, we're going to line 226 approximately. That is around here, and there is a change that happened in February. This is probably the change that this is about. So let's take a look at this change. All right. Remove that space. There you go. Souvenir manual update. So what did that actually do? It added encrypted maze. I'm gonna write down what it added. Encrypted maze. It added exoplanets. Inner connections. That's actually quite a lot of things that I added here. I'm very surprised that that is not on the branch. Multicolored switches. Not Morse, not Siamese, not the button, not who's on first. Those are just moved from one page to the next. Make sure there wasn't anyone added in between. This is Sequence Cyclopedia, Shapes and Bombs, Shape Shift Shell Game. Okay, Sync 1253 is here. And then this is just moving to the next page. And now I need to check which of those changes are in the one that I'm trying to merge. Oh, wait a second. This change that I'm looking at is older than the branch. Hang on, where was it? Yeah, it's right here. 26 days ago, whereas the one that I'm trying to do is 16 days ago. So I need to find something that is actually newer than 16 days ago. 16 days ago would have been September or very late August. Aha. Okay, this is actually the change that I need to look at. Okay. Sorry about that diversion. So handling requests. Oh, interesting. So someone actually submitted a request here for changes. Okay, that's an Oxford comma. Does it not ask for the rarities anymore? I think we might have removed that. I think this is probably reasonable. I'm not sure why some people are so adamant about the Oxford comma. I think it really makes no difference. But the name of the module needs to be correct, and that seems to actually have a comma in it. So, yeah, so we need to have that comma. All right, so I guess yeah. So now that I know that this change didn't actually add anything and only changed Oxford commas and the Monsblow trading card question, I can now do the merge manually. So let's go back to the branch that I'm trying to rebase. Check this out. Go here and rebase the current branch and get the same merge conflict that I got last time. And this time, solve conflict. This time I'm gonna know what I need to do. So what this is it's just moving hypercube, hyperlink, ice cream, etc. to the other page. And interpunct was added in between inner connections and IPA in my update. So I can safely remove this and have peace of mind. Okay. Then this one here, let's see, Monsblow trading cards was moved to the next page by my change, and it was modified by the other change. So I'm going to remove this change and then manually make the same change here, which was to remove rarity, the names and print versions. There you go. And then that can go. Okay, and then that's the only merge conflicts. So we can now mark this conflict as solved and continue the rebase, and we should be fine. Yes, there we go. We have our manual Souvenir update, our Souvenir manual update. Okay, so let me just very quickly check that I didn't accidentally make any extra changes. So here we're moving Hypercube, Hyperlink, Ice Cream, Identity Parade, Indigo Cipher, Inner Connections, and IPA, which means that Infinite Loop and Interpunct were added. So that works fine. Lion's Share. Okay, none of these changes inadvertently undo the Oxford comma changes. And we did take care of the Monsblow trading card changes. So I think I'm happy with this. So with this new version now, I can get on with this. All right, let's close this. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, that we definitely don't need anymore because that's done. Let me just quickly make sure that placement roulette. Yeah, there you go. These changes are all there. Okay, so the ones that I actually need to add are all of these. Okay, so let's go to the start here. We have all of these. And I'm just gonna put the question right here. Kanye Encounter. What food items were displayed? What food items were displayed? And then here, Keypad Magnified. What was the position of the LED? Ladders. Which colors were present? Yeah, okay. Which colors were present in stage 2? And what color was missing on the third ladder? I'm gonna call this, on the second ladder. I'm gonna use the same phrasing as the question in the module. Which colors were present on the second ladder? What color was missing on the third ladder? Metamorse. What was the extracted letter? There you go. Easy peasy, very quickie. Name codes. We have what were the left and right indexes? What were the left and right indices? Numpath. Right, what was the number and its color displayed? Yeah, okay, I think this is enough. What was the number and its color? Simon supports. what were the three topics? What were the three topics? Let's do that. Stupid slots. What were the values of each arrow? What were the values of each arrow? Ingredients. Which ingredients were listed and which were used? The pink button. What were the displayed words and colors and their colors? Okay. So now I'm going to use search and replace to turn this into HTML. Right at the beginning of each line, we want to add this div tag. So I'm gonna do this, put that in selection, regular expression, there we go. And then between the module name and the question, I'm going to put this. I'm going to replace all of the hashtags with this. There we go. And then between questions, we have this, li/li. So I'm going to replace that $1 that I put there, which I need to do that. So that happened, and then at the end of each line we put this. So we replace the end of a line with that. Okay, and now I can do this, and then indent this, do this, and take a look at it in Chrome. And we will find that, of course, it overflows the first page because we added everything to the first page. So I'm going to uncomment this piece of code, which will not only alphabetize it, but also reflow it between the pages. And as you can see, everything still fits on the last page, so I don't need to add a new page. And I think we're done. So let's see, we have Kanye Encounter, we have pink button. Oh, I do need to change that. We have this convention here, all right, this. So for pink button, instead of the pink button, I need to do this. And instead of the Kanye Encounter, I need to do this. And then rerun that code. So now pink button is going to be under P, and Kanye Encounter is going to be under K. All right. Whew, that was a lot of work. So now we're going to copy the can't remember. Oh yeah, section. That's the one. So we're gonna copy the outer HTML here. Close that, and comment that code in again, and then replace all of this with that. And now let's take a look at the div. Right, I can delete those two files because this was just me playtesting someone else's module. Okay, so we can see that we added ingredients, Kanye Encounter, Keypad Magnified, Lattice, Metamorse. These four modules move to the next page. Name codes, Numpath. Then we have 5, 6, right? So one of these was added, and it is the pink button that was added. And then these 6 modules are moved to the next page, and Simon Supports is added. And we have stupid slots, and a great chunk of modules here is moved to the next page. And yeah, none of those are new. Okay, so this seems to be working. So now that this is in fact up to date, I'm going to also update the PDF version of the manual, which is in Souvenir manuals, PDF modules, that one. And now I genuinely need to actually recompile the modules so that the workshop item will actually contain the new version of the PDF manual. Now, before I do this, I'm going to submit the manual to KTANE content. The full list of modules that I added is this, right? So for now, I'm just going to put a nonsense message here, and I'm going to combine this with the Souvenir manual update that I already had waiting earlier. As you can see, Xenochrist is there, and it is indeed in this list, right? So I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to first of all unindent this, and then I'm going to alphabetize this. I'm going to put the Kanye Encounter under K. I'm going to put the pink button under this. And then this is the complete list of new modules. Okay, so I can do in interactive rebase here. I can squash these two commits into one, and then say Souvenir manual updated, added modules this is potentially the biggest update that we've ever had to Souvenir in one go, which just goes to show that I've been holding it out for too long. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, so let's, no, hang on. Yeah, I have the list here, so that's fine. So I'm going to close this, and the rebase is now successful, which means that I can now switch to the master branch and actually merge that into the master branch. There you go. And then do a push. Now there's a chance that it'll tell me that I need to pull with rebase. Nope, it did not, which means that that was in fact the latest change. And there have not been any changes in between. So now that the manual is up to date, I'm going to just for good measure recompile this again, even though I already did, but I guess that's done. So let's open the workshop tool. I think there we go. Okay, and say major update, added modules, these. Okay, major update by, so Danny has provided some of the, hang on, I want the full username for this. This is Danny7007, by 7007. Then I believe that, hang on, placement roulette was done by Brawlbox, but that was already in the manual, so that's not part. So let's see. I believe that I did, God, I can't remember who did what. And I want to give proper credit. So I'm going to look at this. Here's Danny Ghost Salt. Added puzzle identification and a lot of others. That's right. And we merged that up here. So Ghost Salt is definitely a contributor. Ghost Salt and Timwee. Okay, so these are all of the modules that were added. And we are going to commit this. Okay, whew. So now this should be listed here. It's probably not through yet, it's still uploading. There you go, and now if I refresh this page, bang, there you go. We have a big update. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this edition of Timwee the Broadcast, well not really, or Souvenir the Broadcast. And I hope to see you again next time when I add any other modules from the wheel or any modules that you would like to suggest. Did I remove? Yeah, I removed the pink button from here. Very good. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.